Hello and welcome to the episode 12 of the Ganja Geezer, and today I have another edible review. This time it's for a sucker from Mountain High Suckers, or lollipop, whatever you want to call it. So was I a Mountain High sucker for buying one? Let's find out together. So far I got a watermelon and a grape flavored one for $7 as the Saturday buy one get one special at the Giving Tree dispensary. But again, as always, I always review based on the list price. So if you go there any other day, one of these is going to cost you $7. The active ingredient content of this is a total of 39 milligrams, which is pretty low, but it has a very high CBD content of 12 milligrams. And so far, this is the first product I've had that actually lists CBD separately that I've found. So that gives me a real +1 for that. I like that testing information. It makes this geezer happy. I like quantification of the content of the medicine. It was tested by a company called CannLabs, CANNLABS, here in Denver. I'll post a link down in the description. I know it costs more to quantify the active ingredients, but I think it's well worth it. Nice packaging here. Just wrapped in a little baggie with a Ziploc. Best if used by 12/31/2012, so a very clear expiration date, another plus. Some of these other edibles don't even have an expiration listed. The ingredients are water, sugar, corn syrup, natural and artificial flavor, and may contain nuts. Ethanol hash oil extraction. So let's give this sucker an unwrapping, literally. Just has a rips through the label there, and there's a little Ziploc on the top, so you push it through. And I'm only going to take about half of this. I'm always very cautious in trying new products, so I will pause it now and take about half of it, and I'll be back briefly to give you my assessment of the flavor. Alright, I ate about half the sucker, and if you ask me what flavor this was supposed to be, I would say sugary weed flavor. A very distinct weedy flavor once again. It doesn't taste at all like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, and if I didn't know it said watermelon on the label, I never would have made that association. It's just a very strong, bitter THC flavor along with the sugar. I tell you, the person or persons who can create an edible and successfully mask this taste will have my dollars. But so far, I've tasted it in every product that I've reviewed or tried so far. One good thing is it didn't break up in my mouth. It stayed solid. Didn't break up like the lemon drops I reviewed a few weeks back. And it's fairly dense. It took a good 10 minutes to get to the Tootsie Pop center, to get about halfway through it. So it wasn't very, it was like a good solid sucker. So now I can already start feeling the effects. It's only been about 5 minutes since I stopped ingesting it, so I'm already feeling something coming on. So I'll get back with you tomorrow and let you know the effects and how it worked out. So talk to you then. Alright, it's the next day, and I'm ready to give you my final assessment of the Mountain High Watermelon Sucker from Mountain High Suckers. This is the half that I didn't take last night, and I am really glad I didn't take the other half. We'll get to that in a sec. Let's recap. For me, how do I do these reviews? If you haven't seen one of these before, I base my reviews on four criteria: taste, pain relief, side effects, and value. And let's start with taste. To recap taste from earlier, not very good, not good at all, very weedy, about as good as a cough drop or something like that. So I'm going to give it a 6. I mean, it's just not very tasty, and I was expecting for watermelon at least the taste of like a watermelon Jolly Ranchers, and again, I couldn't tell what flavor it was. So 6 for taste. Pain relief, this is where I'm glad I only took half. Very good body buzz. I mean, very, very much of a body high, and excellent pain relief. Pain down the legs, gone completely. Back pain pushed into the background just the way I like it. And another great thing, since this wasn't a true edible as a sucker, I felt relief within 15 minutes of dosing. And surprisingly, after that, it lasted a good 3.5 hours. So high CBD FTW, I'm going to say, and I give the pain relief rating of this sucker a 9 out of 10. Moving on, side effects. Side effects I base on, again, to review, I don't really like the high of marijuana. I know the eye roll's out there, but it's true. So I'm looking for something with very little psychoactive effects. And I experienced a very light head high. It really wasn't that bad, and it was very manageable. Significant tranquilization from the other side of it, from the CBD side, made me tired, but not to the point of crawling into bed and passing out or watching really bad TV or anything like that. So it was very manageable. So low side effects. I'm going to be giving this an 8 rating for side effects. And again, 8, the higher is the better rating, so 8 out of 10. Value, now here's where it gets a little squishy. 39 milligrams per $7. Now that gives in a ratio of 5.6 milligrams per dollar. That's the worst by far that of any edible that I've taken. And it's an all-time low. But I'm going to take into account a couple other things here that needs to be addressed by all the manufacturers that I think. One, I'm going to be generous because on this rating, because the label on here rated the THC, CBD, and CBN percentages. They're clearly labeled with an expiration date, everything I want to see in a medicine. And it was tested by an independent laboratory. That's labeled on here. So very clear, very professional packaging. Also, it was very well manufactured. The sucker didn't fall apart, it didn't fall off the stick or anything like that. So I'm going to add 2 points to a base rating of 5 that I'd have given it for value, and bumped it up to a 7 based on all those other factors. Alright, so in summary, we have a taste rating of 6, a pain relief rating of 9, a side effect rating of 8, and a value rating of 7. Gives us a grand total Ganja Geezer rating of 7.5. And I'm going to be generous and round this up to a full Ganja Geezer rating of 8 out of 10. And the reason I'm being, not going down instead of up at 7.5 is that I want manufacturers of edibles to be watching this and to say, please test your products and document them and put those results on the label. The geezer likes that very much. So that's it for now, and if you like this or found it useful, please click the like button below, make comments, both good and constructively bad, and if you like this channel, subscribe to it as well. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye and stay medicated.